Welcome back, riders, to another week in the passenger seat. Let's go.
Woo!
All right. Hope y'all ready for some good old nerd news. With that being said, hope y'all are doing all right. Let's hop right into this. Hopefully, y'all enjoyed the last video. Remember, lower your expectations.
I was gonna say that low expectations.
Yes.
Which, speaking of low expectations, it's getting really close to Superman's Fantastic Four. So we'll see how those expectations go.
We'll see how those expectations hold up. Okay, so we're probably gonna keep this pretty short. I'm gonna go ahead and hop in.
Yeah.
All right, so first things first regarding Pokemon Pocket. Y'all know I love to talk about that. We got a new drop today, so you can guess when we're recording. And the booster pack is called EV Grove, so you could imagine that it's all about the new, not new, but it's all about EV and evolutions. So that is pretty dope. I opened my very first pack, and guess who? Guess who? I got Umbreon.
Did you? I
First
was gonna.
pack.
Nice.
It's Destiny.
Nice.
Destiny. For those of y'all who don't know, I do have my dog. My dog is named Umbreon. We call him Umbi for short. And yeah, so that's exciting. There are a couple notable cards in here. There's some of the evolutions which are pretty busted, I'd like to say. And yeah, so that's basically that for Pokemon Pocket. We
That's
had
cool.
the
It's interesting how they haven't really continued any Eevee evolutions.
yeah. I've heard a rumor that supposedly they don't do evolutions because there's so many fan-made evolutions that they don't want to get hit with, like, and I know this sounds ridiculous, but I think this is what I remember hearing. They don't want to get hit with maybe like a lawsuit because somebody else came up with the art.
Oh, like they're afraid that there's so many they're gonna create something similar because there's just so many.
Exactly.
Okay, that makes sense.
However, I don't know how a lawsuit could be made against the Pokemon Company because they own the rights to, like, those characters, right? So it's a very weird sort of situation.
Yeah, I guess so. Makes sense though, like why they would probably not risk it. I mean, there's already so many, so I guess it really doesn't matter.
Right. Okay, so speaking of TCGs, let's hop into Magic. We got a couple of things we need to mention there.
All right.
And the first thing is I believe if this isn't like a restock, I think maybe the gift bundles for Final Fantasy. I don't know if they dropped in tandem with the rest of the Final Fantasy stuff, or maybe they came out a little bit later. Those dropped, and those are going for insane prices, like compared to the MSRP. I think
Oh
MSRP
yeah,
is like
imagine.
90. Yeah, MSRP is like $90. The boxes are currently going for like 300. So that's
Ooh.
pretty ridiculous. Collector booster boxes for Final Fantasy are, I believe, currently at 1,200, which is nuts.
Jesus.
Yeah. And then ongoing with Magic, Secret Lair. We talked about it in one of our videos. Already
Yeah.
opened up for people to go ahead and buy. Sorry about that. They opened up for people to buy the Nalak collaboration. And yeah, so if you haven't gotten that yet and you're interested, it's $49.99. We're not a sponsor, just throwing it out there. I already got two for me. One in English.
Oh, I bet.
Spanish.
Gonna get that chancla.
Yeah, dude. La chancla relámpago. So yeah, that's basically all I had in the realm of TCG, at least. TCGs I'm interested in. Let's make that very clear.
Mm-hmm.
Um, Lorcana has a big event coming up in Texas next month, and I got a couple people from here who are going there, which is pretty exciting. So hopefully they're going to represent Puerto Rico. Let's go. Woo! And with
Just like
that,
the first winner,
just like Jose Feliciano, put some respect on
Jose
his name.
Feliciano.
Yeah, his name is Jose Feliciano. Funny enough, for
Like
those
the
of you
singer.
like the singer, for those of you who don't know, Jose Feliciano is a singer from Puerto Rico, and notably he's blind.
Obviously the audience is gonna know Feliz Navidad. It's like one of the most famous songs. If you guys don't know who he is,
exactly. I want to wish you a Merry Christmas.
yeah.
But yeah. Anyways, that was it for me regarding TCGs. If you've got something, you have the floor, my guy.
All right, so I'm coming to you guys with not a lot of information and nerd news wise. I know a lot of things are happening with what's the name of that series right now that's happening that everyone's talking about? The new Iron Man.
Ironheart.
Yeah, I forget her. Thank you. And I know all the news is kind of going to that, but I'm not really going to talk about that. I've never really had interest in any Iron Man stories. But I never really talk about figures in this channel, at least yet from Figure News. But there's some Funko news, which is it's interesting to me only because of my childhood. But Funko has finally made a deal with Land Before Time and is finally releasing a set of 6 original characters from Land Before Time, which I never realized before that they never actually have done Land Before Time, because Funko does like everything. Jesus.
Right.
So I thought that was cool. A little bit of flashback of childhood memories there. I thought it was cool. That aside from figures that I can remember, from the comic book world, those of you who, I don't want to say it like this, but those of you who actually like Spider-Man 94, they are not continuing the TV series that was appearing on Disney Plus. They're instead continuing it through comic book form. They got 4 brand new issues that are coming out, and they're going to pick up exactly where the animated series left off for those of you who were interested in seeing more. But unfortunately, I guess maybe the viewership wasn't there. I'm not really 100% sure why they made that choice. But you can follow it through the comic book world and go to your local comic book store and start, picking up orders. It's up to you.
Cool.
Other than that, announcement from Sony, and because they were asked a question about Ghostbusters and where the franchise is going to go, because the last movie they released was like Ghostbusters Ice Age. I don't even remember what the last one was called, something like that. Anyways, it bombed in the box office, but they announced that they're going to go the animated route. They're thinking about continuing Ghostbusters series through an animated series with, I think they already said like a couple seasons, like 4 seasons, and a trilogy series in animated form, like 3 movies. It's a series, a TV series, and 3 movies, but they're all animated. So they're trying to see if they can find success through that route. And I don't know if that means that they're trying to make animated series with the original characters from the 80s and just like put, new voice actors or whatever, or they're actually trying to continue the animated series with the kids that just appeared in this last series. I'm not 100% sure on that, but that's the route they're trying to go with Ghostbusters.
Okay.
On the other side of movie news is even though a lot of people, including my wife, we're not such big fans of the Lilo and Stitch film, because it garnered over $900 million worldwide, they have already announced a sequel. So for those of you out there who probably didn't like it and were like, oh man, this was lame, but at least it's just one. It's not one. They're going to continue, and Disney's going to keep making that money out of Stitch. Poor Stitch. But
yikes.
It is the business, man. It is. And little kids are going to see it, and parents are going to spend money. That's just the end of the conversation there.
Yeah, no, that makes sense. I mean, hey, greed is
greed
is the root of all our bad sequels.
Work, Stitch. Keep working.
Oh geez. Anyways, actually, I forgot one very important piece of TCG news, and it's that they revealed one of the cards for.
Oh, is that you?
Yeah, they revealed one of the cards, if not more, because I only saw the one. The cards for Avatar: The Last Airbender.
Good shit. I like the pictures, yo. Is this the only 2?
Yeah, because he basically flips. It's double-sided.
Oh, he is all 4. I fucking told you.
Yeah. So we've got Avatar Aang, who transforms into Aang, Master of Elements. Pretty
Of
cool.
course.
He goes from being 4 color onto a when he flips, he says that spells you cast cost 1 less of each color. So that's pretty cool.
Mm,
Very, very,
nice.
the only thing I don't understand is that his front side has firebending, which doesn't really make sense. The keyword firebending. I I I don't know. Some people aren't happy with that. Okay. Anyways,
At least go. At least, I would have gone air since he's the only airbender.
right. But I'm imagining that mechanically I don't know. I don't want to make any
Well, there's
assumptions.
no air in Magic.
Well, there. Yeah, yeah. I see what you're saying. You're right. Um. So, another thing I wanted to mention here, and this is moving on into series territory and movies and whatnot. Technically, movies is one of my all-time favorite shows. Is potentially rumored to make a comeback in the form of 3 2-hour movies, and that is Mindhunter.
I thought you were gonna say Hey Arnold. I was about to be like, you.
Yeah,
Sorry.
maybe.
Please go ahead.
So Mindhunter, it supposedly there's talks that it's gonna come back. It's gonna be 3 films, 2 hours each, and yeah, I'm super excited about that one because I was very upset that Mindhunter ended on season 2. Not ended. It's just they stopped production or whatever after
Hmm.
season 2, and it was unfortunate because I feel like that series is really, really good. If you're a fan of, the not true crime, it's obviously a dramatization, but yeah, if you're into like that whole serial killer stuff or whatever, I don't think I could say killer, serial deleter, whatever. Um, then yeah, Mindhunter is one of those shows that you're gonna see the birth of the term um serial killers on the side of the FBI when they started noticing these patterns. So
Hmm.
super super good show, at least in my opinion. The soundtrack is fantastic. So yeah, if y'all haven't checked it out, go ahead and check out Mindhunter. Anyways,
Speaking about things you really like, Tron director expressed the new movie Ares.
Aries.
I think it's what it's called.
Mm-hmm.
It took so long to make a Tron sequel to the Tron that was released in what 2010. I want to say
Somewhere
2011.
around
Can't
there.
remember.
Yeah.
Was because they didn't want to release the movie without mind blowing effects. They wanted to make sure that this movie had special effects that would basically just blow people away. And apparently they did that. We only got images so far, and the trailer doesn't really show much. But I guess the animation and the graphics and everything like that is like super. You know how Tron World is. It's
Yeah.
like you want to be in there. But but it hits a wall because they put so much effort into it just for the controversy of Jared Leto to come to light
Mm,
and maybe prevent people from spending money to see the film, which really sucks because it lose money and it won't get a sequel after that, and it's just like they spent so much money on this movie already, all because of one stupid guy. So honestly, as much as I dislike people like that, just remember that when you go to these movies, guys, the actor is not the only one who gets paid. Everybody else who made that movie get paid, and trust me, those people who made the graphics and special effects did a lot more work. So
right.
just be mindful of that when you go see movies too. Don't let one person ruin it for you.
Facts. Facts. I agree with that. Yeah. So I mean, I'm gonna go see it. Don't care for Jared Leto. I gotta be honest, but I'm a big fan
Hmm.
of Tron. You remember, back when we were kids, that we were in that phase where we were all wearing Osiris sneakers.
Oh yeah, yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
and
And we're old. People
yeah,
are like, "Oh, the fool's out."
what the fuck are those? They're gonna start looking up Osiris. Like, what the heck is? They were really,
Now that-
they were skater shoes, but they were really fucking big. They were like really wide.
yeah, like clouds.
Yeah. And I had the Tron ones, and I was very, very I was super happy to have those. Uh,
Oh, you wear them all the time.
I
You
wore
beat those shoes up, bro.
I did. Those shoes were fucking cheap.
Jeez.
It's true. So yeah. So I'm excited for Tron. That's just the bottom line. So
Yeah. Yeah.
other than that, what else have I been doing? Not so much news as what I've been doing this week. Oh, did you do your homework?
Excuse me.
Did you do your homework? Did you watch at least
Oh,
2 episodes of Steven?
of what?
Of
Steven?
Steven, yeah.
No, I haven't. I'm sorry. To be honest, I haven't watched anything.
Wow, you get an F. Um, but
Wow.
yeah, so keep that on your list. Maybe check it out. Another show that I kind of wanted to talk about, not because I saw it this weekend, but because it's something that's I saw it actually while I was in Seattle, the last time for your wedding, and it was literally the show called Common Side Effects. Woo, man, really good show. For those of you who haven't checked out Common Side Effects, please go check that out. It's on Max, and it is absolutely fantastic. So it's a definite recommendation on my part. And yeah, that's basically I'm currently watching Shameless. I'm currently like on season
Oh,
4.
right. Yeah, that's
7
true.
more to go, so
Shameless.
I should be done maybe in like 3 weeks. Who knows? We'll see. As time permits, because it's work. Then doing
Yeah.
this other stuff I have, I've got going on during the week, including a recording. Then it'll be going to the gym at like 11 at night. Get out at
Yeah,
12:30,
gotcha.
1ish, and then I get home and watch maybe like an episode or two. Before it all starts back up again. Anyways, I don't know if
I
you have
saw
any.
this thing going
What?
on TikTok. I just wanted to ask. It was you ever seen that TikTok thing that's going on where it gives you like a pyramid and I think it's like 1 slot, 2 slot, 3, 4. I think it goes to 4 and it's you have to rate what Pokemon you think you can take care of. They only give you the original 100 or whatever, and it's picks at random, and then you get to go ahead and place them on what you think you'd be like a real pet, like a actual thing you could take care of. And I was like, man, you know what? If that was real though, like, what do you think would be like the easiest to take care of?
From the
Like to
first
actually be
151?
like a pet? Yeah.
Probably a Kakuna.
Ew.
Yeah, I mean, sure,
You
but
imagine that thing staring at you?
you didn't ask what I think about it. You said
No,
what
no,
would
no.
be
I know.
easiest to take care of. I feel like a Kakuna because it's a
Sorry.
fucking cocoon. It doesn't do anything.
I mean, that's fair.
Yeah.
You could have picked the other one, a little bit more better looking, but
The what? The Weedle or
no, the other, yeah, the green thing. What's the green things?
oh, it's a Metapod. I'm sorry. I got confused. Yeah, but either way, they're both cocoons. Kakuna and Metapod. Same shit.
Same shit.
Same shit. Different color.
Oh, yeah. Only when you move them, they turn hard. Oh shit.
There's a difference between hardness and weight.
Hey, bro. All I know is they look like they turn gold. Like, well, actually, gold's pretty light, so that's fair. I was thinking more like when I saw it, I was like, damn, out of all the one that really doesn't do anything can actually be a pet and not really destroy anything would be an Eevee. What does an
I
Eevee do?
I guess. I guess. Yeah, no, you're right. I mean, the thing is it moves, so it can knock stuff over.
I mean, yeah, but it'd be like a regular pet, right?
Yeah, but like a Metapod or a Kakuna, you don't even have to feed it, I think. You could just leave it there in the corner and let it eventually turn into either a very scary wasp with drills
Yeah,
or
yeah.
or a butterfly, a
A
ginormous butterfly,
huge butterfly.
right?
Dude, I was playing that test. I got a bunch of ones where I was like, dude, this would be so difficult. Like one of them is Geodude, and I'm like,
It's a
man,
rock.
that'd be a little weird.
It's a
That'd be
rock.
a little weird.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's like what would I do with it? Yeah. And then I got Ghastly, and I was like, what? No. Creepy as shit. Creepy as yeah, floating ball around your house?
Yeah, sure.
Oh, it was a funny test. I just thought
Sure.
like, man, Pokemon's in the real world would just destroy.
All I can think of is you have a ghastly at a pothead's house, and he like accidentally like inhales them. He's just no, actually a vapor's house, and he's just blowing fucking rings and sucking them back in, doing those tricks. Like all of a sudden, ghastly comes around, possesses his body.
Comes out as Haunter.
Oh, dude, that actually sounds like a great creepy. Can you imagine, dude inhales ghastly, and then the fucking Haunter comes out ripping out his body apart, dude.
Any ghost Pokemon I would not like to have as a pet. I'm telling you that right now. Oh, the other one that came out was the freaking horse. I was like, that horse is on fire. Okay.
Yeah.
Like,
Which one?
what are you gonna do with a Ponyta?
Oh, it's a Ponyta.
Doesn't matter. What are you gonna do with it? Feed it from afar.
Light
Don't
your
come near me.
candles.
Light your candles? Is that what you said? That's so stupid.
Oh,
Marshmallows
man.
on his back. Oh, Jesus Christ.
Anyways, I don't know if
yeah.
you have anything else other than that, but I feel like this is
Also,
pretty
if you have a Bulbasaur, do you water it?
I'm assuming.
Is it a plant?
Yeah, I'm assuming.
Stupid questions for myself. Anyways, I just wanted to talk about. I thought it was funny.
Fair. It was funny. Anyways, yeah, if you don't have anything else, then writers, as always, we appreciate y'all so much. Thank you for coming out to hang out with us throughout this ride. Make sure to like, comment, subscribe. We always appreciate it. Always helps us out. And with that being said, till next time, peace out.
Peace.